Hello, good morning everybody. This is your teacher Rakesh Kumar Mishra. Uh, Dear students, today the topic which we are going to study is uh, capital good and consumer good. Last time we have done intermediate good and final good, and today we will finish the topic capital good and consumer good. But before I go to talk with you on this topic, one advisory I not advisory one request I want to do to all of you, that please follow all the guidelines, all the instructions which are issued by Ministry of Health, Government of India, to remain protected from the challenge of COVID-19. Dear student, please maintain your respiratory hygiene. Especially other type of hygiene is also important, but in particular I want to request for respiratory hygiene. When you have feeling of sneezing or cough inside of home, of course you will be in your homes because lockdown period is going on. So when you have feeling of sneezing or cough, please cover your mouth with towel or whatever you have. I don't think anybody will be regularly using face mask during when you are in your home, but even wash your hand frequently, and when you have feeling of any sneezing or cough, just cover your mouth. This kind of respiratory hygiene is supposed to be practiced even when you are in your home. Let us quickly come on the topic. Topic is capital good and consumer good. Last time I told you about intermediate good and final good, and let me tell you here that capital goods are the example of final goods. Means all the capital good will be final good. One thing you must keep in your mind, that all the capital goods are final goods. Next, let me first define what is capital good and what is consumer good. Firstly, come on consumer good. Dear students, consumer goods are those goods which directly satisfy human wants. Consumer goods are those goods which gives direct satisfaction to our wants. For example, your milk, butter, vegetable, fruits, they give direct satisfaction to our wants. Of course, these goods are used by households, and when I say that these goods are used by households for direct satisfaction of their want, it doesn't mean that I am excluding here government or semi-government organization. Government and semi-government organization also use consumer goods for satisfaction of wants, and therefore there is a category of government final consumption expenditure which you will study later on when when we will discuss the topic national income accounting. Now quickly coming on the sub divisions of consumer good. Students, consumer goods are basically divided in four parts. That is non-durable consumer goods, that is also called single-use consumer goods. Non-durable consumer goods or single-use consumer goods are your fruits, butter, milk, vegetables, which are used in single term. And then there is category of durable consumer goods. Durable consumer goods are those goods which are consumed by consumers or households in long run. Means their consumption are not done at a point of time, but durable consumer goods are consumed by households in a period of time. For example, furnitures purchased by household, television, air conditioner, washing machine, refrigerator. These are the durable consumer goods. These goods are used in a period of time, and non-durable consumer goods are those goods which are used at a point of time. So that is called single use consumer goods. And then there is third category of consumer good, that is called semi-durable consumer goods. Semi-durable consumer goods falls between non-durable consumer good and durable consumer good. Semi-durable consumer goods are neither durable and nor used in at one time. For example, your shoes, your cloth, your sweater, these are the example of semi-durable consumer goods. And yes, there is fourth category of consumer goods, that is called consumer services. Consumer services like telecommunication services, insurance services, banking services, transport services, these are called consumer services. They are given fourth category of in the broad category of consumer goods. These are the four types of consumer good. Now come on, capital good. Capital good, what is capital good? Capital goods are those goods which are used to serve the process of production in long run. Let me repeat it, that capital goods are those goods which help the process of production in long run. Means capital goods are those goods which help the process of production, and generally not for short period, it is for long period. For example, machines, plants, building, office furniture. For example, in your school you see the fan, your furniture, student furniture, there are some lab equipments which are used for long run. These are the capital goods, because they are supposed to produce in your school. Whatever capital goods are used, they are supposed to produce teaching services for long run. And equally in a plant, a machine is supposed to help the process of production in long run. Means capital goods are those goods which help the production of consumer goods, and which help the, or you can say which help the production of another good. So capital good aid productive services in the aid productive capacity in the economy. So this you must note that capital goods are those goods which aid productive services, productive capacity in the economy. And yes, this is how you can correlate that increase in the production of capital good will result in the increase of consumer goods, because whatever capital goods are being produced today, they will aid the productive capacity of economy. And yes, further there will be more scope for production of consumer goods. So therefore you can feel this difference. The developed countries who focus on the production of capital good, if there will be more, then the logic behind this is that if there will be more production of capital good, this will help the production of consumer durables in long run. So this is up to you, and I give you assignment to trace the importance of consumer goods and capital goods, which you feel more important. And now the next part of this lecture will be focusing on difference between capital good and consumer good, which is a important question which are often being asked in your exam, that write three differences between capital good and consumer good. So now you can differentiate it very easily. One difference lies on the basis of meaning, because first difference you can trace like this, that consumer goods are those goods which are supposed to give direct satisfaction to households. Means consumer goods are purchased by households and also by government and semi-government organization for direct satisfaction of wants, whereas capital goods are supposed to satisfy human wants indirectly. Consumer goods are supposed to give direct satisfaction of to human wants, whereas capital goods give satisfaction indirectly. So the difference lies in direct and indirect. Capital good will also satisfy human wants, human need, but not directly, indirectly. Suppose that there is a carpenter, he is making a chair for household, so that this chair will be a consumer durable. So out of producing this chair, that carpenter will use several tools. His tools, the saw and other tools which he will use to make that chair is going to satisfy your need, not directly but indirectly. So all the capital good indirectly satisfy human wants, and consumer goods directly satisfy human wants. And another difference between intermediate good, between capital good and consumer good is this, that the tear and wear of consumer goods are not taken into account. Tear and wear of consumer goods are not taken into account, whereas tear and wear of capital goods are always taken into account, because consumer goods are used by households. Their tear and wear, whatever tear and wear is occurring in a particular period of time, is not going to be taken account. But the capital goods which are supposed to produce another good which are purchased by producer, its tear and wear is must calculated to find the value of gross and net. And this concept you will understand later on, why this tear and wear, calculation of this tear and wear is important actually to derive that depreciation. And later on I will discuss it in detail. And now the third difference between capital good and consumer good. Third difference between capital good and consumer good is can be this, that consumer goods are subdivided in 4 parts: durable consumer goods, non-durable consumer goods, semi-consumer goods, and semi-durable consumer goods, and consumer services. Whereas capital goods are generally durable in nature only. Capital good, there is no subcategory of capital good. It is always durable in kind. This is sometimes it is also called durable producer good. Capital goods are called durable producer goods because capital goods are always durable in nature, whereas consumer goods have 4 category on the basis of its durability. So this is the basic difference between capital good and consumer good, and accordingly I give you the meaning of capital good and consumer good. Keep in the mind the basic concept that consumer goods are supposed to give direct satisfaction to households, and yes, also for government and semi-government organizations, whereas capital goods are those goods which help the process of production in long run. There are 4 categories of consumer goods, and capital, the example of capital good you must know: the plant, the machinery, and the office furniture, etc., the tools. These are the are supposed to be example of capital goods. And yes, minimum 3 differences between capital good and consumer good. You must note. Your this topic is over. It is a small concept but very important. Last time we have done intermediate good and final good, and this time we have done the capital good and consumer good. And now In next lecture, we will be gradually approaching to the big topic that is called national income accounting. So thank you very much. Stay blessed and keep yourself protected from COVID-19 again. Thank you.